Me being alone, I didn't get any flowers. I got no candy, but that's okay. I didn't need them anyway. It was just another day for me, and I'm happy to be by myself. I'm not saying that that I don't want to be with somebody. I would like to be, but something, I'm not going to even look for anybody, date or anything like that. Not at my age. I just turned 73 in January, so I'm pretty content just to be by myself. But I just hope that everybody had a good day, and I hope that you will continue to be blessed in everything that you do. But that being said, everybody come on in and let's chat. Let's get to know, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. And we don't know everybody. We only know the name. So we really don't know each other until we get acquainted with each other and we learn a little bit about who each other, where they come from. I don't like to give out a lot of information, but I'm not afraid to tell people that I was born and raised in Indiana. I lived there most of my life. I live in Oregon now, but I love Oregon. I mean, I love it, but I didn't like the real severe winters there because the winters there were very, very harsh. It wasn't anything like to get a foot of snow in one snowstorm, and you'd be a foot of snow. You were snowed under. It was horrible, and it would be so deathly cold because in Indiana, northern Indiana, where I'm from, we'd get well below 30, 40 below zero. And it's hi, Erlene, good to see you. And it's not uncommon to get 30 to 40 below zero there with wind chill. Um, oh, hi, good to see you, Captain Rehab. Um, but it's nothing like in Indiana to get 30, 40 below zero. Um, it would last. We would have, I would say our winters there would start sometimes even in October, which is pretty early, but most of the time be late November, early December, and it would go right through March. We could have snow in March. So Valentine's Day back then was a lot of snow and stuff. I'm not one for snow. Now my ex-husband, I was talking to him this morning. He's got 8 inches of snow on the ground. I don't know what you people have, but we've had nothing but rain. I was gone all day. Welcome to those coming in, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. This is just a general chatting scope or chatting broadcast. I can see what my count is now. They fixed it so we can see what the count is. Um, so I'm glad I can come in here and talk to everybody because this is a great community. It's even getting better. And for those that may be on Twitter, those that may be on Periscope, and you want a medium where you can put yourself out there and you can broadcast and meet others, I would suggest coming on HAPS, HAPPS, because you get paid to broadcast on here. How many other places can you broadcast and get paid? Now we know you can in Periscope with the super hearts, but they were few and far between. I think I got paid out 3 times after they gave out the super hearts. I only could cash out 3 times, so that wasn't very good. I haven't even cashed out on this one yet, but hopefully I can get it this month or maybe next month. But because every time you get money every month, it it stays in your kiddie pool, I guess you want to say that, and it gets added together every month. And when you collect $200, then you can cash out. So I'm hoping and praying that I can get my $200. Um, I don't come in here and I don't beg for awards because I know that if people don't want to give them, they're not going to give them, and I'm thankful for when I do get them. I'm just content. I come in here and chat. Sure, I'd like to get awards like everybody else, but I'm not going to beg you for them because that's just not right. I'm not going to beg for awards. I'm not going to beg for anything like that because I don't feel that that's right. I want to have a good time chatting giving me awards and stuff. If you give me awards, that's great, everybody, for them. Because that's how we make our money in here, and everybody's got coins. And if you wonder what those coins are for, they're for the awards. But we've also told Peter and Pablo that the awards thing is a little bit too close to the comments thing, because I accidentally accidentally gave out $10 to Randy this morning, not really realizing I had until after I did, and I thought, oh no, I didn't mean to give that much, but I couldn't take it back, but that's okay. So, um, oh, happy Valentine's to you too. It's just another day for me because I'm by myself. I don't have anybody to spend it with. So, um, like I said, I was gone most of the day. I left at 8:30 this morning to take my dogs to the groomer. I didn't get home until after 1 o'clock. Between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. So I was gone all day, and then by the time I come home, I was really hungry. Thank you everybody for coming in, and God bless you. And I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day with your family. Like I said, I don't have anything like that because I've got family, but I just live alone. And my daughter lives in Missouri, and I live here in Oregon, and my ex-husband lives in Vancouver, Washington, and my son lives in another part of Oregon. He's got a family, and he's married. So, I'm I'm kind of by myself, but something, I don't let it bother me because I feel that that's where I'm supposed to be. And I don't complain about it. You know, I just enjoy my day, make the most of it that I can, and that's what I've done. I had to get the dogs taken care of because they were getting kind of shaggy, especially Buttercup. She's a Pomeranian, and she was getting real long, and it grows out pretty fast. I don't get it groomed every month. I wait about 2 to 2.5 months before I take them back in, and then Carmen and Sydney just get a bath and get their nails done, and that's it. So they're all looking pretty good. They're feeling better. They come home very tired. They were they've been eating like crazy. They're sleeping right now. All three of them are. But anyway, if you want to come up and into the chat, just let me know and I'll invite you. Because once I invite you and you don't come up, then I can't uninvite you. Not on mobile. I wish we could change that, but we can't. But anyway, because I don't want to be the only one talking. I want people to come up here and tell me how their day went, because I don't know how everybody's day went unless you tell me. Um, I like to talk about myself a little bit. I don't give a lot of information out because you got to be very, very careful. You know, what you call a private person, I'll give just so much, and that's all. You know, um, as I don't like to give out too much because I just don't think that we should be doing that. Oh Jesus, what did you say? Let me look at this. Okay, let me put this close. Jesus, money changes tempo. Well, no, that's neither here nor there. But if they do, they do. Hi, good to see you. Welcome to everybody coming in. There's Vanita. She's like my bud. Her and I can depend on her, and she can depend on me. I'm there for her, she's there for me, and so, um, I'm just sitting here, just wondering how everybody's day. Did you want to come up and chat, Vanita? If you don't, that's fine. If you do, I'll invite you because Vanita and I always have a pretty good conversation. The only thing is, I apologize if I start interrupting people when they're trying to chat because I really don't realize they're going to talk. And then I guess we have to wait until somebody stops right now. Oh my goodness, Vanita, how did you get that? I won't invite you up then. I'm sorry. I won't invite you up then. Oh my goodness. Wow. Did you get some poison ivy? That's what it sounds like. Poison ivy, poison oak. Oh, wow. Wow. You were okay on Friday too. Wow, 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 wow. Oh yeah, you better find out what it is because he might give you some kind of medication for it. Hope it's not too bad. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Um, oh, 100th birthday for the state of Arizona. Awesome. Wow. Hmm. Oh, the same to you, Candy. And thank you for coming in. Um, like I said, this was just another day for me. Another day. They keep updating this app. but they haven't updated the comments yet. I'm sorry if I have to keep holding, if I have to bring it up to my face to read the comments. The comments are so darn small. It's awful. They did update it last night. For those that broadcast, if you didn't update it last night, go in and update it. You have to put your face into this box before you hit OK. You're still full screen, but everything is at the top. The lives at the top, the viewers at the top, your money things at the top, and your connection is at the top. So you see everything at the top. So they took everything, and of course their camera and the microphone are at the bottom yet, but they changed a lot. So now we have a new thing where you can tap on this triangle with an exclamation point in it. If you have any kind of trouble at all, you just report it, and it bypasses Peter and Pablo and goes to the technicians. Poison ivy. Oh my goodness. Let me see what you said. Um, uh, got it on your cheeks and all over itching. Oh man, that's awful, Vanita. Oh man, hi Yassine. Good to see you, and happy Valentine's Day. Good to see you. And I Valentine's Day by myself because I don't have anybody, and just me and my dogs. But that's okay. I'm not in the worst for it. I'm still here. I'm okay, and I'm having a good time. Um, okay, good to see everybody in here. Um, Yep. Yeah. You seen if anybody doesn't isn't watching or following you follow him and Retta. They're twin brothers, and they both give very good broadcasts. You see not so much the walking around as Retta does, but if you're not following them, follow them because they get very good, and they also go into other broadcasts as well. So Retta had one earlier. I guess he had some problems with his phone acting up a little bit, but he did come on earlier for a sunset. So I was in there, and then I fell asleep, and I saw it still going, and he was repeating something he had said when he was on. I thought, oh, gee, this is in the replay. So I just let it go, and I was on the replay, and that was kind of funny because I wondered why the things weren't moving. Why the comments weren't going anywhere, and I thought, what the world is going on? So I don't have to ask anybody what the count is because the count is at the top right now. I can see 100 on the count. So I should have made this my HAPS challenge. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Well, I have decided, since I can't really drive and do broadcasts, which is a little dangerous, maybe I better watch what I'm doing. I decided that I'm going to maybe do other broadcasts that you might be interested in. Um, I've got a keyboard, and I've also got a clarinet. Now, that being said, I haven't played my keyboard in a long time, on my clarinet I haven't practiced on. So if I do that on a broadcast, I may do a lot of squeaking, but I'm sure going to give it a try. I never played the clarinet in a band or anything like that. I bought that when I was still married to my ex, and I bought it at a store called Fred Meyer. It's owned by, I don't know who owns Fred Meyer, but anyway, it's in our neck of the woods, and I don't really practice like I should, but oh, oh, let me see what everybody said. I'm sorry, I gotta hold this close to see what everybody said. Um, Play it. Oh, Benita, I'll try, but I'm not very good at it. Oh yes, Yassine, I intend to do that too. I intend to do that, but I want to add a few extra things. You know, kind of vary my broadcasts a little bit because I don't want to do all chatting ones, and I don't want to do all cooking ones. I want to do different things. And since I promised my son I wouldn't do the driving because I got caught. Uh, I do it on Twitter, and I don't do it on Facebook, but I got caught, and I promised him. And my granddaughter's getting a little frightened, so I decided, well, I'm not going to do that anymore because I don't want to scare her. So, and it is dangerous, and it's not really legal to be driving and broadcasting. So, Vanita does it, and she does a good job of it, but still, you've got to watch your road. So I'm going to forego that, and I'm just going to do other stuff. So anyway, I'm in here to ask anybody to come up. I would ask Vanita, but she said a rash, so I won't have her come up. But if anybody wants to come up, wants me to invite them, please let me know, and I'll invite you and bring you up, so that we can get to know each other. Because that's how we get to know each other, is by talking. This is a very good platform for talking and having a good time. Because we don't know. I don't know you, and you don't know me very well. We're just a face behind the screen. That's all we are. Let's see what. And I wish these comments would be would be bigger. So it's terrible. Let me pull this up a little closer again. Um, oh yeah, you're not really allowed to. I know you do a good job, Benita. You really do a good job. But oh, that's right. Well, yeah, Kroger's. That's right. I should have known that, because we have another one here that Kroger's owns it. That's right. It's Kroger's. But anyway, I'm not very good at playing my clarinet. I can play the scale. I know what some of the notes are. I do have some books, but to really learn it, what kind of inspired me to want to do that is when I saw Ook on the other day, and she was playing an ukulele. Now, I used to call it ukulele, but she said it's not pronounced ukulele, it's ukulele. I suppose that's how she got her username. But anyway, she was playing the ukulele and asking for different songs that people wanted and stuff. So that kind of what inspired me to want to maybe go that route. Now I don't know what's going to happen with my dogs, because they're probably going to howl and want to run outside or something like that, because it's going to be harder in their ears. But I can sure give it a try one of these days. Something totally different. I know that I've never done it before. I'm not really scared to. I'm just gonna have to do a lot of practicing between now and then, and learn how to play it a little bit better. Um, we all have talents. You know something? We all have talents, and we really don't know what they are. We got to use our talents that we're given. Um, so I want to use my talents that God gave me. Let me go get a glass of water right now, and I'll be right back. Oh, what you just heard fall was my chargers. I had them up here and then fell on the floor. But anyway, um, so let me put this close. If I'm too close, let me tell. But I have to see what your comments are, because the comments are so small. Um, yeah, we do have a Safeway, although I don't ever shop Safeway because they are expensive. I haven't been in Safeway. Oh goodness, years, really years. I haven't been in Safeway. I just don't know if I'll ever go back into Safeway. Oh, you played the cornet, or you played the clarinet? You played the clarinet, Earlene? Oh, boy, in high school. Sold it 30. Oh, you sold it 30 years ago. I, I could sell it if I want to, but I figured no, I'm not going to sell it, because if I ever want to get it out and want to try to practice, I have it. My daughter's got the same clarinet I have. I don't know what you had, Earlene, but I have a B flat clarinet. There is a difference between the tones of them, and it's real nice. I've got a lot of reeds. I keep it clean and everything. I keep it in the case. I try it in here. It's gonna stop. It's gonna hurt your ears. But you know something? At least I'm going to give it a try. If you don't try something, you don't know how it's going to work. And I want to give it a try, and maybe do something a little bit different. Besides my cooking ones too. Okay, let's see what else she said. Oh, you're in lock. Oh, hi, Damon. You're in strict lockdown again. It seems like you're in lockdown all the time, Damon. Oh my goodness, that lockdown stuff. You know something? I'm I'm not real happy about the lockdowns, and I'm not happy about the mask mandate. Now, there are some places that don't have a mask mandate. We happen to have it here, so I do follow the mandate. I do wear masks, because everywhere you go, right on the building, it says. Because I went in PetSmart today, of course, it says right on the door, masks are required, you know, and you can't get by without it. But You gotta do it. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do about it. That's what they've said to do. You know, um, my daughter's got a mask mandate, and parts of it, and parts they don't. There's some. I think some states don't have it anymore, but our governor here has made the mandate, and she doesn't want to take it off. Well, if you wear them too long a day, if you have to wear them 8, 9 hours a day, they can be very uncomfortable. Now, I don't wear mine that long. But I only wear mine maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most at a time. And I don't wear them that long. But boy, I'll tell you, when you got to wear them 8 hours a day, and they can be mighty uncomfortable when you take them off. You really, I don't know how my son-in-law does it, but he does. Well, he got laid off from his job, so now he's looking for another one. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Where COVID has really messed everything up. It really has. Oh, you want to come up, Vanita? Oh, yeah, I'll bring you up. Didn't want to because of your breath. Okay, I'll invite you, Vanita. I don't want to invite anybody that doesn't want to come up. Okay, let me see. Okay, come on. Supposed to be able to invite you through tapping on the. Oh, there it goes. It was just a little delayed. There we go. It was just a little delayed bringing it up. What I like about the mobile, and it's better than the desktop for this reason. On the desktop, you've got to type the name in, and there can be a long. Of course, Benita, that's a very uncommon name, so you won't find too many of those. But Randy's there. Oh, there she's right up here. There she is. Hi, Benita.
Look,
How you
hey,
doing?
I'm fine.
Are you itching a lot? Are you itching a
Yeah, I
lot?
just got blotches on my face, see?
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. But you are
Oh,
going to
it's
go to the
all over
doctor,
my
you said?
body.
Maybe he'll give you some kind of ointment or something to put on it.
Um,
Wow.
I don't know. Yesterday I came back home from work yesterday and I got a rash on my neck. Right here it started like on my neck and then it went
Oh my
down
goodness.
all the way down my legs, my hands. And so I ran to Walgreens and I got me some Benadryl and I took one of those. It knocked me out. Boom.
Whoa.
Yeah, I went to sleep. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
And
that will.
so I got up
Does
at 2
it
in the morning and it was, yeah,
does it start
it
itching
was
though?
horrible. It was it's very itchy, very itchy. All night I was itching. I got up at 2 in
Oh,
the morning and I took another Benadryl. And I woke up
oh
at
man.
8 and Dooley told me I need to go get a COVID test. And I said, this is not COVID. It's just,
Yeah, right.
he just told me, you need to go. He thought
Yeah,
I was
that's
going to
Randy.
end up in the
Yeah,
hospital. I said, no.
that's Randy for you. He's got to take another one. He's quarantined at home until Tuesday to get another COVID test. You know,
Yeah.
he's had so many
Yeah.
COVID
So
tests.
anyway,
Uh,
today I'm a lot better. Yesterday I was miserable. I was itching and I got long nails and I was scratching. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have some claws all over me. So
oh man. I'll tell you
doing
what
better
really.
today and
I'll tell you what really itches. Have you ever had the
yeah.
hive? Oh my goodness. I had the hives when I was a little girl
Yeah.
because I was allergic to chocolate.
And
Oh,
this
oh, thank you for this the award. I was allergic to chocolate. If I ate too much
this
chocolate, oh my goodness. And you get great big welts on your
yeah.
arms. Oh man. You just want to
Yeah.
go like fast, fast, fast,
This
fast, fast. Can't. It just makes me go crazy. Oh,
yeah. Today when I came home from the pharmacist, I wore the mask, and when I wore the mask, I had all these bumps on my cheeks, both my cheeks, here and here, and I was like,
oh,
whoa.
you don't know how you got it.
And on my forehead, see it? See my
And
forehead has bumps?
you don't know how you got it either, huh? You
I
you
have
don't know
no
how you got
idea.
it.
I think
Oh,
maybe Frankie carried it and he came and I touched him and I just broke out like
oh,
wildfire all through my legs, my
oh my goodness.
ankles, underneath my feet, everywhere. It did not spare me. Oh God. All in my hands, my my fingers were all swollen.
Oh
My
my good.
fingers were like swollen, all bumps and
Oh my. Oh
miserable.
man.
Valentine's Day rang a lot on Valentine's
That day.
Day.
Oh.
Dooley told me, go to the hospital. I said, no, I'm not going to the hospital on a freaking Sunday. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to make an appointment with the doctor. It's like a walk in clinic. And I'll have
Hmm.
him look at it and see what he thinks. But I have absolutely no cough. I have no fever. I don't have any, you know how your taste buds are different? My taste bud is good.
Hmm.
I'm not weak. So it's like
Good.
weird. Just it feels like I have hives.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It it
Like
could
see the
very well
bumps.
be allergic to something that you don't know because are they
Yeah,
welts
and
on your
it's all my
arm?
cheeks. Oh, yeah.
Are
Welts,
there wel-
yeah, welt, blotches.
Oh my goodness.
Karen.
There's no sound. Is everybody has to judge me, right? Because I've got some. Oh, she said no COVID. Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
COVID. Yeah, that's Randy for you to say it's
Yeah.
not. It might be COVID. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah. If I had COVID, I'd be uh, my breathing would have been a problem. I would have
Right.
had no taste in my mouth. I would have had high fever. Coughing is one good symptom for COVID. The constant hacking and coughing, that. Um,
Right.
so I don't have any symptoms, just the rash. And I'm like, but I think the rash is the first sign, isn't it? Somebody told me it's coming, Vinita. I'm like, oh, freaking hell.
No, I
So,
hope not, because I don't know what the signs, what the symptoms are of it. But you better find out from the doctor for sure, because you sure don't want that stuff.
yeah. I'm going tomorrow morning. They open at 8:30. It's a walk-in clinic,
Hmm.
and it does not need your insurance. You just pay $55 and the doctor sees you and you don't have to put insurance claim. Isn't that nice? You just walk in, pay 55 and the doctor checks you out. That's it.
As I
So,
understand it, I may be wrong, but as I understand it, you don't have to have all the symptoms of COVID to have COVID.
yeah.
You can have one or two, or
Yeah.
three or whatever. You don't have to have them all.
Yeah.
So let's hope and
So,
pray it's no.
Dooley said, you have COVID, you go get tested. I was like, shut up. So I'm going to go in the morning and have it checked, because
Right.
the rash on my face, that's, I've never had rash on my face. I got like bumps, like welts, see it?
Hmm.
You can see the bumps, like big,
I
big
wonder
bumps.
too.
And over here, see? Over
It could
here,
be.
here. It was,
I had the measles when I was a child, 3 day measles, and it was all over my body. And of course, at that time when I was a child, you had doctors that did house calls, and he come to the house to examine me because my aunt
yeah,
didn't want. Oh, and I just wanted to
yeah.
just die because I itched and itched so bad. And chicken pox is the same thing.
Uh, it was all
Did you
down
ever?
my arms, I don't know if you can see.
Did you
Maybe
have chicken?
I felt like I had chicken pox. Yes, when I was
That's what.
young, yes.
Yeah, maybe you're getting it now because I had them as a child.
I got it when I was young. Maybe I'm getting it when I'm older now. Bring it
I
on.
don't
Chicken
know.
pox,
I
smallpox.
don't. I've never heard of anybody getting them twice, but maybe you can. I don't know. Does anybody know if you can get chicken pox twice?
Mm,
Because I thought once you got them, all I do know that once you get the chicken pox, you can also get shingles later in
mm,
life because shingles are like a prerequisite to chicken pox. As my ex-husband at we were the time we were married, he thought he had the shingle. Come to find out, he didn't. But oh my
yeah.
goodness, like these bumps on the body
Yes.
and stuff, and oh,
Mm, I told people, don't look at me. I'm very ugly today. I got bumps. They're like, oh, stop. I said, don't look at me. I was trying to hide.
yeah,
And
somebody did shingles. Yeah, I that's what I was thinking too, shingles. So it's best to go to the doctor and find out. Have them diagnose it. They'll probably know
say,
exactly what it is.
all on my face,
Mm.
all on my forehead. Bumps.
And good.
Mm. Dooley
Well,
told me he was gonna do a video on me. I'm like, shut up. So I got bold and came on your. He said, I'm gonna do a video on you and tell everybody you got corona. I was like, smack him. So I came on your scope. I'm being bold.
yeah. So
So
blueberry say chicken pox. That's another. That's another thing. Could be chicken pox too. You know,
dragon fuck. Woo. No,
chicken
but you
pox.
get fever. I had the chills. I forgot to tell you that part. I had the chills. Like I was
Oh, you
cold last
did.
night, and then go ahead.
Wow.
I had the chills. So I put
Uh
the
huh.
blanket on, I took the blanket off. I put the blanket on, I took the blanket off. I was like, damn, am I ever going to sleep tonight? So I took a damn Benadryl and I knocked out. Boom, I was gone.
So in other
So,
words, you had the chills and put your blanket on, then you got too hot and kicked it back on. Is
yeah,
that what it
that was
was?
like all night. Yeah, all night. So I was like, this better end quick. But I would have gone to the doctor today, but it was Sundays.
Right,
I had
right.
a
And
miserable night.
you don't work tomorrow, right?
I do late in the afternoon at 3 to 7, so it's not
Oh,
bad. The doctor opens at 8:30, so see what he can do. Maybe he can give me a shot, antibiotic shot or whatever.
right. I think tomorrow's
Yeah.
President's Day. I
I
know
don't
the
want. Oh shit, they're closed. Damn.
government offices are, but
Oh.
that should be open. You would think
Mm.
that's not a government
I'm not
office.
sick. Yeah,
So,
it's actually a private clinic, so maybe they're open. I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah, it should
I
be
may, as long as I don't have fever,
right.
and the high. My daughter's a nurse. She told me to just get Benadryl. She told me that 25 milligram, and she said just
Mhm,
keep an eye on your temperature. Make sure the temperature. See, my lip goes full too.
right. Wow, my count's really jumping up today. Oh my goodness. I can see because broadcasters we can see the count now. It's at the very top. It says
Oh,
261.
is it?
That might be,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
went up pretty fast already. And I didn't make my challenge. I'll do that
yeah,
tomorrow, but they may give it to me anyway. Who knows? But I really enjoy talking
yeah,
like this. Get to know each other quite a bit.
yes.
And they're getting a lot of
Did
comments today. It's really awesome. This is a real good app. Got
did
people in here for.
did you
Go ahead.
did you get your challenge last week,
Yes, I
Kevin?
did.
Did you get your
Remember,
challenge? Yeah.
I got on Monday night. I did two broadcasts. The first one, I think
Yes.
I got 190, and people weren't coming in anymore. So I just stopped that broadcast. Then I turned around a few minutes later and did another broadcast, and I got 278. So I did make it.
Ah, good, good, perfect. Because I think I was with you on Monday. Then I said, let's try it again. Even my nose got red.
Your
My
nose got.
nose.
Oh no, you weren't on my broadcast Monday. I had to do it by myself. There was nobody. Nobody came
Yeah.
in. I had to do them both by myself. But I did get. I
Oh,
finally
that's
got.
good.
So I made up
Yeah.
my mind.
I think Frankie gave me the disease.
Frankie gave it to you. Oh my goodness, that's fun.
You never know. You must have picked it up from the damn yard somewhere. Who knows? He's been digging and rolling in shit. Who knows what he's doing? He's over here. Look.
Well, you know how
That's
dogs
the.
are. There's all kinds of stuff. Now, when I took my dogs to the groomers this morning, Buttercup had something under her neck, and the groomer says, "What's this under her neck?" So she got into something. I don't know what it was, but she got into something.
Mm,
Well, they got it off. She's nice and clean now. So
bumps.
dogs can roll into all kinds of stuff.
Mm. Somebody told me to go get some calamine.
You're not itchy.
It's not itching now because I took
Oh,
Benadryl.
calamine lotion.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
calamine.
calamine lotion is real.
Yeah, I took Benadryl. See,
Benadryl is real
Benadryl.
potent. I'll tell you that. Wow.
Oh my God, you're talking about getting knocked out. Getting knocked out. Take one Benadryl. You'll be sleeping. I was like, I'm getting up.
You
I
might
slept. I slept for
I
8
sleep
hours
longer
in the
than you
night.
want to,
Yeah, you'll be sleeping all night.
but it probably did you some good though. You probably need you're,
Yeah.
miserable
See
and everything.
my nose is all red. See, from the top, bumps, and the tip of my nose is red. Oh, my forehead had bumps. This happened today. Yesterday I had bumps all through my body. Today I got it on my face, and I'm like, I better hide. People, people are gonna think I have cooties.
Yeah. Well, well, people are, Bernie's thinking about you, and Randy. Well, with this COVID out there, that's understandable because everybody gets
Yeah.
scared when they see something like that. Oh, you got COVID. Let's hope not, but you don't have to have every symptom.
Dooley Dooley
So,
don't want to talk to me today, Karen. He was very mad with me. He told me to go to the COVID place and have myself tested, and I told him to shut up.
well, if he comes in here, we'll make him talk to you.
He's actually scoping. I'm gonna jump on
Oh,
his scope right now.
oh, right. I did see him come on. I'm surprised you're not in
Yeah,
his.
yeah, I'm going right now in his. He just started scoping, so I'm gonna hop on his on the chat line. Hopefully he gets his 250. He hasn't got his 250 this week. And I told him he needs to. He said I'll just give it up. I said no. So
No,
let me
don't
jump
give it
on
up.
that scope, okay? I'm going
81
on his
right
scope
now.
now, so I'll talk to you.
Okay, Benita, you have a
You
good
got
day.
it?
No,
Did you
not
get your
yet. No,
numbers?
I'm going to stay on. I got two. It says
What?
283 right now, but I'm going to stay on. So somebody else might want to come in.
Okay.
So,
Bye.
bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
guys. Thanks for the
Bye.
support on the coronavirus outbreak.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, baby. Bye. Bye, sweetheart.
You want me, you want me to
Bye.
get you out or can you get your Okay. Does anybody else want to come in? I mean, we gotta pray for her because we hope and pray she doesn't have COVID. You know, um, it's something to be concerned about. Although we know the recovery rate and the mortality rate is, not that many people are dying from it, but it's still something to be concerned about anyway. That we if you have the symptoms, you do something about it right away. Now, I didn't know that a rash was one of the symptoms. So let's hope and pray that it's either chicken pox, the measles, shingles, or one of those that she hasn't got COVID because that wouldn't be very good. Oh my goodness, it would be awful. What a time to be getting that. Oh, she did. She went into Bernie. So we got to remember her. So does anybody else want to come up? If you do, let me know and I'll invite you. Because I enjoy talking to other people, and getting to know them and you getting to know me. Let me I'm going to bend down to get my charger just a minute and I got to plug my phone in because it's getting low. Okay. I keep it real close by. So if anybody wants to come in, just tell me, just let me know and I'll invite you. Oops, I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get this in here without. I'm having a hard getting in. Whoop there. Oh, there we go. In now. Okay. Um. Oh, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But how many strains of that new one are out there? I heard we had a couple strains of that new one out there. They said it's what 70%. Um, 70% it spreads faster. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if I told all of you, but a couple weeks ago when I was in Walmart, somebody had come in there without it. Now his wife had wore a mask, but he didn't. And I was leaving the store, and they were telling him that he couldn't come in there without his mask on. Of course, he started quoting all these things. Well, I'm going to charge you X amount of dollars because you're taking away my rights and all this and that. And they said, well, this is a private store, but with public access. So he didn't. As far as they came in there because to wear a mask. So many of them do that, and don't they know that they're endangering other people? It is very serious. The problem of it is people aren't taking this seriously. It's not. They're making light of it. Oh, I'm not sick and I'm not going to get sick and none of my family's sick. How do they know? They don't know unless they chat. Of course, if you're around a lot of people and you don't wear your mask, they're the ones that are spreading it. You know, and that's the whole thing. You wear your mask and stay 6 feet apart from each other. That's to kind of help the spread of it a little bit. But people don't want to listen. They just refuse to do it. And I say, oh, I don't need to wear a mask. I'm not sick. And oh, it's not real. I've seen heard so many people say, oh, this is not really real. Do your research. Well, where are they finding information from? It is real. This is real as real can be. I mean, sure, not as many people are dying from it as they've made you know, a lot to do about it. But it is what it is. We gotta be cautious. We gotta take precautions every day. Um, yeah, I know. I am too. Because they don't understand that they're going in there and they're endangering other people. They don't think that they're endangering other people. Well, I don't need to wear a mask. They don't know how harmful they are. Um, I know. You're right. They should be thrown in jail. A lot of them, a lot of the stores, they will call the police and the police will come and the police will escort them out. And you know what the police tells them? Says this is their rules, this is their mandate. We cannot tell them that they have to let you shop here. We, if a business owner tells somebody they have to leave their store and they're not going to service them, they have to leave. And someone, it is not right. I want to leave. Somebody came. Who's up there? Somebody's up in my chat. Oh, I don't know who that was. Somebody got up there and I didn't invite them. How'd they get up there? Does anybody want to come up? I didn't invite anybody, but there's somebody came up and yeah, there are people that have died from COVID, but you know what? There's also people dying from the vaccine too. They're dying either the day of the vaccine or the next day or a few days later from the vaccine. So it is real. It is absolutely real. From it. People a light of this. It's really, really sad that they shouldn't make such a light of it because it's serious. This is very, very serious, and people need to start getting more serious about this whole thing. And when people come in the store and don't want to wear masks, I'm upset with them too. I'd like to tell them, "Where's your mask?" But I don't feel it's my responsibility to tell them that. But I wish I could tell them it. You don't have a mask on. You really shouldn't be in here. But people will be brave enough to tell these other customers. There'll be a customer themselves, and they'll tell them, "Well, you have no business being in here. You leave because you're endangering everybody that's in here. You're endangering the employees. You're endangering all the other customers around because what makes them so entitled anyway? Well, they say they have a medical condition that they can't wear masks. Okay, why can't they wear a face shield? A face shield, you can breathe through there, because it's just a glass over your face. Why can't they wear a face shield? At least they're covered. But it's like my daughter said, well, they don't want to be told that they have to put something on their face and they don't want their rights taken away from them. Yes, I just said that they can wear a face shield. That's my contention too. If they can't wear the masks, like the cloth masks that we all wear a face shield. A face shield, you can breathe in that. Our pastor, when he preaches his sermon, he has a face shield on. That would work because they're covered up. I've seen people come into Walmart with a face shield on. I have no problem with that because their face is covered. Um, but to say that they've got a medical condition and the doctor has told them not to wear a mask, well, the doctor face shield. Tell them that. And like people, this is you face shield on your protect else in there. But they don't think about that. They're only worried about their own self is all they're worried about. They're worried about their own self. And it's not right. I would never do that to anybody. When I'm told to wear a mask, I wear it, you know, because I feel that I want to protect everybody else. Really, when you get right down to it, your mask doesn't protect you, it protects other people, and their mask protects you. So that's basically what it amounts to. If they're wearing a mask and you're wearing a mask, you're okay. But if somebody comes in there not wearing a mask on, you just want to take them and shake them and say, "Where is your mask?" I know, I know it. I know, and they think that the masks you shouldn't, you know, we shouldn't be been, have a mandate on the masks. I think they're only doing it for a reason, you know, to protect other people, to kind of help the spread of it. But you know, it still keeps spreading. But it's not because people are wearing masks; it's those that are not wearing masks. They'll go to they'll go to different things and they won't wear masks, you know, and they're not keeping their distance, you know, and they're not abiding by the rules. So they're you know, may have a cough or whatever, and then they start coughing or sneezing, then somebody is going to go into the air and somebody's going to get it. It makes no sense at all, and they're not willing to do their part. Everybody, if everybody did their part and they wore the masks or they wore the face shields, I think we could stop because it's getting worse and worse and worse. It is just getting it's getting worse and worse and worse. It just keeps spreading further and further and further. We've got an awful lot here in Oregon now. It's just and it just doesn't stop. I don't know when this is going to stop, to tell you the truth. I hope this doesn't last all year, but I've heard it is possible it might go all year. It's I don't want that to happen. Uh, I know. Yeah, that's a good one right there. You're right. You are exactly right. But they won't be. That's the problem. They just aren't. They won't be at all. Um, I think it's absolutely terrible. But you know, if I was in a position like some of these people are and can't wear a mask, I would simply go get a face shield and say, "Well, I'm not going to go in the store without wearing a mask because I have a medical condition." And I'm not saying these people that say they have it don't have it because I don't know them or anything like that. And they're not allowed to ask them what their medical condition is because I guess against the HIPAA laws. I don't know that much about it, but it's against the HIPAA laws, so they can't really ask them what their condition is. But they have to. But some of the stores don't even accept you can just buy yourself a face shield and you'll be done with it. But people just don't want to do that. It's horrible. And you know, it's just oh man. I know you don't. That's they don't. No, they sure don't. Oh, yeah, I know. That's right. That's right. Exactly. We know yeah, right. No shirt, no shoes, no enter. Well, they're doing the same thing with the mask. If you don't have a mask on, you can't enter. People have to abide by that for now. It's not going to be a permanent thing. It's not going to last forever. It's eventually going to go away. So things will get back to normal again and they don't have to wear the masks. But in the meantime, people need to wear their masks and safeguard everybody else. But evidently, they're not concerned about other people's health. You know, they're not concerned about their own either. Because if they were, they would put a mask on. Very seldom does that ever happen. That's the first one I saw come into Walmart that didn't have a mask on. Everybody else comes in there. Of course, the only ones that won't have masks on are your little children, and that's um, I understand that because any child under 2 years old should be wearing a mask. It's not good for them, so that's understandable. They don't say anything about the children, but the adults certainly should have a mask on. I saw one a while back. She didn't have a mask on either. Why they let her in there, I don't know. She was checking out her groceries and she didn't have a mask on. I would have liked to have gone up and said something to her, but I didn't think it was my right. So, you know, it's crazy. They feel that their rights are being enforced or so we don't have rights. Yes, either, but we do that you can deal with. I can't do anything about it. Neither you have to live with it, and hopefully that this goes away one day. You know, it could be with this for a while. It possibly can. You know, what does he really know? I know he's a doctor, but Oh, you're getting new masks delivered. I've got quite a few masks already. I bought some off of eBay, and I also bought some off of a one that was on my news feed on Facebook. It's called fastshipfacemasks.com. There's some real nice face masks. I got the last time I bought face masks, I got it in I can't remember what I paid for them. It was a set of 8. It was 2 blue ones, 2 red, 2 white, and 2 flags. And they are very, very comfortable, and I can breathe in them. I love them. But I've got other masks. So what I do is I kind of alternate my masks, and I wear each time, um, and I keep them washed. What I do is when I wash my dishes, I wash them. I know that's probably not sanitized like they should be, but at least I think it's helping a little bit. It's getting rid of anything that might have been in there, particles or what have you. So I wash them and scrub them real good and rinse them and hang them out to dry, and and okay. But you know, we have to do our part. We cannot just do what we want to do. People are crazy if they think they can do what they want to do. Um, Masks are better than wearing a full. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. They are, and they're not that. They're not really that. Now I'll probably this. There are some that may be a little harder to breathe in than others. Now the ones I got off of eBay and that fast ship face mask, I can wear them all day long and have no problem breathing out of them because they're comfortable. But they're not all that way. But if ever runs your problem, I can just get a face shield. They're It's simple enough because I'm not going to go into a store without anything. I almost went into this was funny. I got to PetSmart and I had my masks with me in the I keep them in the car, keep them in the front seat. And I got the dogs out and I started heading up to the store, and I saw people with their masks. I thought, oops, I don't have my mask on. So I took the dogs and went in the car, and I said, I got to get a mask on. So I got my mask on, then went into the store because I wasn't about to go in there without it. You know, People will try that because they would have chased me out of there. uh, yeah, it is. It is, Damon. It really, really is. Um, have you noticed? You go on Randy's when he was in the Philippines. Now he doesn't have to do that in Saudi, but when he was in the Philippines, he had to wear a face mask and then he wore a face shield over the top. So they had to do double duty. Somewhere like that. We don't have to do that here. We just have to wear a face mask. Face masks are required whether you use a bandana or people will get maybe a t-shirt and use that for a face mask. Anything they can to have a face covering on is all they need to have. You know. Um, but I don't see too many people complaining about it. I won't complain. I don't like it, but I don't complain about it because I never wear it that long anyway. When I go walking, I never wear it. I never wear it when I go walking. I probably should, but I don't because I don't come confront anybody when I'm walking. That's you don't like this one style. I mean, the best ones are the ones that are hard to get, and that's the N95s, and those are the ones that you can filter. My son has one of those. I think my daughter-in-law got it for him, and I don't know how she got it, but he's got a little place on I think over on this side, but it holds a filter, and he can and you just I don't know if you have to change the filter, you can wash it, but he wears that one all the time. And it's quite comfortable, I guess. It keeps falling down off his nose. He has to keep putting it up. But I've seen those around. You can buy those, but they say the N95s are the best. But I don't know where to get those. I think the N95s. I thought those are military grade ones, if I'm not mistaken. But those are the hardest ones to get. They say those are the best because those are the ones that don't release um, any water particles or anything like that into the mask. Um, you're fully protected. If I could get some of those, I would. But I think right now I've got quite a few masks, and I change out. Like I said, I change them up every time I go to the store. I'm always putting a different one on. Um, and pretty much every one of them. The first few I got, I think I got 4 white ones the first time. I think I got them off of eBay. They were not as comfortable. I couldn't breathe through them as well, so I don't use those. I kind of took those out of the car, so I don't wear those. Put those up, but I put other ones in there, exchanged them for ones that I can wear. So it's we got to do our part, and I don't understand why people don't think they have to. Um, N50. Oh, okay. N N99 and N100. I never heard of those. Oh my goodness. But I think it's the 95 ones that I heard that are the better ones. But like I said, they're hard to get. I've never come across them. You know, if they'd ever offer them, I think on the internet, I probably would go with it because they're supposed to be the best ones. But for right now, I'm pretty much satisfied with what I have because I can pretty much breathe in them. Let's face it, unless you've got a job and you got to wear a mask all day long, you're not going to be wearing a mask that long anyway. Maybe an hour to an hour and a half, depending on where you're going. When you're going to the grocery store, maybe an hour and a half at the most, depending on how much I buy and stuff like that. An hour and a half to 2 hours. That isn't that long, so it doesn't really bother me to wear a mask. But other than that, I don't really concerned about it. I put the mask on and I just shop away, and I'm protecting other people and they're protecting me, and actually the one store I went into the other day, Winco Foods, they even say right on they say on their PA system that they're going to escort you out. They says we have a right to tell you to leave if you don't have a mask on. And I've never seen anybody come in there without one. So and they got to start getting stricter with these. They can't let people get by without wearing a mask because it's not fair. The rest of us have to wear one. Why don't they? It doesn't make sense. Um, oh, yeah, that's right. It's the N95 in the hospitals. That's probably why we can't get them because that's where they use them. Um, the ones that I don't want to get, and I've seen them offered before, are the disposable ones. You can only wear them one time and then throw them away. To me, that's a waste of money. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to buy disposable ones. I want something that I can wash, wash it and wear it, and then and then after it's worn a while, then just wash it again. Usually I just wear them once. However, I have been known to wear them more than one time if I didn't wear them very long. I didn't have them on very long, just a few minutes, and I'll wear them again. But normally, if I've had them on for an hour or two, I I wash them out. I'll put them in my with my dishes and wash them. So I don't understand people. They're real crazy that they just don't want to do what they're asked to do. They want to make light of it. Well, I heard one lady on YouTube says, "Oh, I'm not sick, and my family's not sick." And so when a customer said, "Well, wait until you do get sick," well, this COVID's not real. Do your research. Well, you can do your research all day long, and you're not going to find that it's going to say it's not real because it is real. We know people have died from it. However, I will say this: I think that the media has played this up a little bit too much because they may believe that a lot of people have died of COVID that didn't. They may have died of a heart attack or some other means of death, and yet they'll attribute it to COVID, which I don't think is right. Why they attribute everything to COVID? It makes no sense to me. They shouldn't do that. If it's COVID, it's COVID. But don't put COVID on it if it's not. You know, they want to make it seem worse than it really is. Now we know that people are going to die. We do know that, but people are also surviving too. So when people are surviving, I'm happy about that because, like I said, the mortality rate, you know, is high. I mean, people are surviving, or I should say it's low. It's where people are it's a 98.9 or whatever it is. That's a very high percentage of people that are surviving from it. I have a grandson that's had it twice, and he survived both times. He's been quarantined and everything. My daughter didn't even know that he had the COVID, and he was quarantined. And her two, yeah, she's got four sons. The oldest two are out in Iowa, and then she's got the two youngest ones. She's married to their dad, but the two oldest ones, um, the second one, he has he has had that had twice, and his older brother didn't even know. She never found out about it from her older son. So because they work at the same place, and he couldn't figure out where his brother was, and he got to looking on the wall, and he saw a thing that said, "Well, he's in quarantine." So he told his mom, and he said, "Well, Jared's in quarantine," and she didn't even know it. So because they don't keep in touch with each other, but it's pretty sad. But we know that people like that are going to survive. The survival rate is quite high. So I'm glad of that. If it wasn't, I think I'd be a lot more worried about it than I am. But I'm glad that it's such that it's higher because that gives you hope. that if you do get it, that you know you're going to survive from it. You know, we know the people aren't though. I think the ones in the nursing homes are the worst ones ever to get it. And I feel sorry for the nursing homes and the hospitals because they're dealing with a lot of death there. You know, and it's sad, but it is what it is, and we all are here and we're doing our part, and that's a good thing. So, if anybody else wants to come up and chat, just let me know. Hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. And what did you do for Valentine's? Did you go out to eat? Did you get flowers? Did you get candy? Now, that being said, when I was married, he never did give me flowers. He never gave me candy. He wasn't that kind of a person to um, do for me. We did go out. He'd take me out on my birthday and stuff like that, but he never gave me flowers and candy on Mother's Day. He never gave me flowers and candy on you know, Valentine's Day. It's just like I wasn't that, thought of that much, but that's okay because if you never get them, you never really worry about getting them, and you don't miss something that you never given in the first place. Um, oh yeah, yeah, true. Um, did everybody? Of course, I'm sure you did. Um, what did you think of that accident that, and I just found out about it over the weekend, is that accident 133 car pile up, and you had this, and I watched this YouTube video, this or was it on the news, on a news channel on YouTube, where they showed that this FedEx truck had slammed into 100 different cars and threw them up in the air. I don't know what the death rate in that on that is now, but I think there was 6 the last I knew. Um, so I'm hoping that they nobody else has died on that because that is terrible. I didn't realize they got black ice there in Texas. You know, where I live here in Oregon, there's a good possibility to get black ice. We've had black ice before. I've told you that when I was married, we had a business in Salem, Oregon, and we it was a carpet store, and we had closed up, and we were driving home, and it took us about 4 hours to get home because of the crazy black ice, because people were driving 10 mile an hour, and when they're driving 10 mile an hour, you can't go any faster, and you didn't want to. Um, so yeah, it was in Texas. Yeah, yep, and that's terrible. Um, oh, no vaccines, no Valentines there. Everything's closed. Oh, that's right, Damon. You guys are on a lockdown. Everything's closed. Well, I know here there were people were buying candy and they were buying flowers. So, um, I know you're in a lockdown and everything's closed. I know you probably have a curfew too, Damon. We don't have that now. However, we did have it when it first came on last year in March. I think it was around the 17th of March it came on, and we had a lot of things were closed, the restaurants closed, and everything closed, and it was terrible because I couldn't get out and get groceries. I had to have them delivered, and I didn't really want to pay the delivery service, but I thought, well, I got to have groceries, so I just paid for it. Now I can go get them myself, and that's a great thing. Um, Oh, they can. Well, I guess I didn't know that much about Texas because I've never been there. I'm gonna move this a little closer so I can start to strain my eyes. But when I saw about that accident, my daughter was telling me about it. And when I looked at it, I thought, oh my goodness, that's terrible. I didn't realize that. Of course, it was on a bridge too, as I understand it. Oh man, that is awful to have that pile up like that. And I had never seen it that bad. Now there is a place in up by Portland. Where they get uh, a lot of black ice, and the cars will skid. And this is on a bridge, and they'll start skidding into each other because it's kind of on a hill. It's hilly there, and they'll start skidding at Troutdale, and they'll start skidding into each other. And when they start skidding into each other, wow, there's no stopping it. And the thing of it is, you can't move out of the way when they're going to start skidding into. Where are you going to go? You have no place to go. You end up skidding into somebody else. But man, that was terrible. I don't know what started it. Was it a pickup truck or what started? I don't know really real know what started it, but that was bad. That's the worst I've ever seen. So I can't. But I guess I don't know that much about Texas as I thought I did. That they can get all kinds of weather. Arizona can too. There's um, Flagstaff. They can get, and I guess that's northern Arizona. They can get snow there because I watched a guy on YouTube that was in Flagstaff, and he was there was snow on the ground. I thought, well, that's Arizona, but I guess they can get snow there too. So really, they can get -10. Wow. Yeah, they can get 110 like Arizona. Now I have a I have a cousin that lives in Tucson, and it gets really hot in the summertime. I don't know. I wouldn't want to live there in the summertime. It's nice probably now this time of year, but not in the summer because it gets blasted hot. And then I got two other cousins. They live in Schaumburg, Illinois, which is her sisters live in Schaumburg, Illinois, which is right out of Chicago. And of course, they're the other extreme. They get real cold in the winter and it can get hot in the summer. Now here in Oregon, we can get hot in the summer too. It's not unusual to get 100 degrees or higher. We can get well below freezing too. We've had anything like we've had well below zero temperatures too, but we don't get them so much now. Although we can get -10, we can get -20, but it's very seldom do we ever get that. So I'm kind of glad of that we don't really get it. And right now we're in a kind of like a holding pattern, I guess you could say, where our temperatures are kind of sort of holding in the 40s in the daytime and 30s at night. Although they're going to start getting up in the 50s, and we're going to start getting a lot more rain. We didn't have rain yesterday. We had a little bit of rain today, but you need rain to make the flowers grow, and the sun's if you don't have sunshine, you need rain and sunshine as well. So I'm really glad that that we have rain I asked my ex-husband this morning how much snow they have, and he says they had 8 inches of snow over the weekend. So he said they're shut down pretty bad. Of course, the kids there don't have school anyway. The kids here have not had school since March of last year. I don't know when they're going to go back to school. They have been closed up. I don't think they really want to go back to school. They want them to go back to school. The governor has not made a mandate for them to go back to school yet, so they're still out. So the ones next door that worked in my yard for me, the kids are doing their homework online. Um, it would be nice to see the kids go back to school again, but I guess it is what it is, and until they go back to school, they just have to deal with it. I was hoping that maybe they would go back in September, October, but no, it's not going to happen. Um, oh, okay, okay, Damon, I'll invite you up. All right, it's going to take a little time once I invite you for you to come up. So, all right, there, I just invited you, Damon, so you can come on up, and I know I'm going to listen to your Australian accent, so I know it's going to be awesome. So, um, and yeah, because I never invited you up, so we'll talk, and as I know you're in that lockdown and stuff, so I know if anybody else wants to come up, you only be on audio because it's the first one you invite can only be on video. So I want to get my count up a little higher. Um, Randy, he gets maybe 3,000 in his broadcast. Of course, everybody knows him more than they know me, but it's going up quite a bit now. So it's good. It says 375 right now. So, and I don't know if that's just if that's the total count, or if that's just the viewer count, if that's the reactions too. Could somebody tell me, is that the total count, or is that with the reactions too? Um, Australia doesn't have COVID. Oh, hi, Mark. Good to see you. Oh, good. Well, I know they're in lockdown right now. Oh, it's not working, Damon? Well, let me go back and I'll invite you again. It takes a little time. I did invite you, Damon, but let me go back and invite you again. Now I can't re-invite you, Damon. I've already invited you once and I can't re-invite you. It's not back on the screen yet. So you have to give it time. So um keep on trying. You should be getting the invitation. Just check your notifications. You're getting an invitation. And because I can't invite you. Sorry. There's no way to re-invite you. I can't uninvite you either, only on the desktop. There's no way for me to do it. So you should have come up fast because I know Vanita did. But anyway, I'll keep on talking till you get in here. Hopefully you can. Just keep trying. I don't know what's making it not work. Download this app for Karen as Periscope is getting deleted. Oh, come on. If oh, okay, you'll come on cam another day. Okay. Yeah, I have Haps. I know Periscope is leaving, and I'm on Haps right now. Um, I'm on Haps right now, and okay, I'll try again, Damon, but I don't think I can invite you because it says no. It says unsubscribe or present on screen. Let me try that present on screen and see if I can do that. Get you to bring up that way. I'll try to invite you on there that way. We'll see if we can get you up. So now I'm on Haps right now. I know that Periscope is shutting down the 31st of March. I don't even go in there and do any broadcasts anymore. People still broadcast on Periscope. I do have Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube attached to my Haps. Um, because in order to beat the challenge, and that being said, I'm going to talk about the challenge. We do have a challenge starting in, every week. We got a challenge going on. I don't know if I'm going to get this or not. Well, I do have it. I didn't put Haps challenge in my thing, but they may give it to me. But anyway, you got to have, you have to talk for more than 10 minutes. You have to broadcast for more than 10 minutes. You have to be streaming to at least one other platform, and you have to have 250 live viewers in order to meet your challenge. And I've met the challenge for 3 weeks now. My account shows 379 right now, which makes it kind of nice because I don't have to guess what the count is. I was always had to ask people what the count was, and it's not working, Damon. I've already invited you. For some reason it's not. It won't let me in. I don't know if I can invite you just by punching it in. What is it? Damon J 37. I don't know if I can do it that way, Damon. I'll have to I'll try to invite you. Let me try to invite you by doing it that way. Oh, you have to probably, yeah, you might have to reload the app. Maybe you had a problem there, Damon. Anyway, for those of you that haven't been in the challenge, if you did meet the challenge the first time, you probably are out of luck. They hope to have a challenge after Periscope closes. That is, I think this a challenge is for 8 weeks, and I think Periscope will be closing about the time this challenge is over. But it's an awesome challenge. All right, Damon. So it's an awesome challenge. It's a challenge that I implore everybody that if you like broadcasting and you've been broadcasting, I started broadcasting on here in December when I first got the app, but I had been broadcasting on Periscope. So some people in here know me from Periscope because I broadcast on there quite often. So I started on Periscope about a year, I think, after it came to be, but I didn't broadcast very long. I broadcast maybe 5-10 minutes because I was shy and I was afraid to broadcast very long. So I just broadcast just a little bit. And then all of a sudden I decided to up my game and started going a little faster. And okay, good. And I started going a little longer, and then it was real easy for I can't re-invite you, Damon. So you'll have to look for the notification if you've got it. Don't throw it away because I can't re-invite you because I'm not on desk or laptop. If I was on the laptop, I could do it, but I can't do it in the mobile. I'd rather use my mobile. I don't care for the desktop for this anyway. But anyway, I would talk just maybe 4 or 5 minutes because I was so shy to get on camera. And then all of a sudden I started coming in a little bit longer and got up to an hour, 2 hours. And it's not uncommon for me to be on over two. Well, I've been over an hour on here already. An hour and 14 minutes, I says. I don't know if I can, Damon, but let me try. No, I can't. It can't. It won't let me invite you. It just says present on screen. So maybe now that I invited you, I said present on screen. I don't know if it's going to work, Damon, because I invited you and I can't uninvite you. I can't take it and uninvite you. Um, you'd have to come up on audio or anything. But no, you want to be up on screen to. I can see you. Hopefully you can get in here. If you can't, then we'll just have to just let it go. I don't know. Sometimes the darn thing doesn't work, I guess. Well, you see, when I invited Benita, she came up right away. So I don't know why it's not working for you. Do you have an Android or you have the iPhone? Because it might work different for Android, maybe. So if you have Android, it might be different. That could be the reason why, maybe. Um, so try invite now. Okay, David, I'll try it, but I don't think it's going to work. Nope, it's not going to let me, Damon. It's not going to let me. At least they say to mute, unsubscribe, block, or cancel. I can't do it now, Damon. It says present on screen. So I'm going to try to present you on screen. So present on screen. It says present on screen. So I don't know if it's, I don't know what's going on. It's not working. If anybody else wants to come up, you're going to be on audio only because on mobile, it only works with one person at a time. I should have used my laptop, I suppose, but I don't like the laptop because I was in there doing a broadcast and Pablo came in one day to kind of help me and he came up on screen. With the laptop, you have to keep your mouse moving because you get timed out every 5 minutes. Well, I think they need to change that because I think that's kind of crazy because I forget to move my mouse. And then all of a sudden, boom, I got timed out. I don't really like that idea too well. So I can't really get you up here, Damon. I don't really. Oh, you're on an Android, so I don't know how it works between an Android and an iPhone. See, Vanita's on an iPhone, so maybe it's harder to invite you on an Android. I don't know. So I don't. I'm sorry it didn't work. It should have worked, but it didn't. There's nothing I can do about it. So, um, anyway, it's this is really fun to talk to people. If anybody else wants to come up, you'll have to do it with audio only because I can't invite you on screen because he was the first I invited and he's not able to come up, so it'd have to be on audio only. So that I don't know how that works between the iPhone and the Android, Damon, because Vanita has an iPhone. From iPhone to iPhone, it works great, but I don't know how the Android works. So it's going to probably work a little bit differently. Um, yeah, it is. It is, but that's the way it goes. You're supposed to be getting an update, I think, this week for the HAPS app. You're supposed to be getting on Android. They were taking care of iOS first. We had an update last night. So those of you in here that are using the app, if you didn't update it last night, go in there and update it. For broadcasters, they have changed it now. Everything is at top. Live is at top. You got live, the viewers, the amount of money, and your connection. And at the bottom, only thing you have at the bottom is your chat box. You have the microphone and you have the camera, and then of course there's a thing for if there's problems, you just tap on that, and you can um, report the problems you may having, whether it times you out or you get disconnected or what have you. Um, Oh, you're out watching? Okay. Anyway, this app has been really great. We had to put our head in the box again, but not a small box. But I'm still full screen, as you can see. Um, it's awesome. I think this app's getting better and better, but it's still got a few glitches in it. It's still got a few bugs, but it is getting better all the time. I'm really liking this app. I didn't know anything about apps. And the last time I did a Periscope broadcast was back in December, I believe it was. And that's when one of my friends that's on Facebook came on there. She's on a Periscope, but she's on here too. She's not in my broadcast today, but she is on HAPS. Anyway, she told me about it. She said, "Yeah, have you ever heard of HAPS?" I says, "No, what's that?" She says, "Well, it's a platform where you can broadcast." So she told me about it. I went in there, I went in the app store, I downloaded it immediately and I tried it out. And of course at that time it was a little different than it is now. When I first started broadcasting, we had two boxes. One was my picture in it, the other one was blank. They had two boxes. It was kind of confusing, but you had this little tiny box. You had to keep your face in. Well, it's actually this way, long. You got to keep your face in. It says put your face here. Okay. And I was afraid to move off screen, afraid I couldn't keep my face in it. Well, now you don't have to worry about that because we're full screen now. And they promised us that they would put the viewer count up because I get tired of asking people the viewer count. Well, my viewer count's up there now. It says $3.99. Awesome. It gives my awards $4. Awesome. And I've got an awesome signal right now. So it's getting better and better and better. We just have to deal with the little glitches that it has. You know, it's going to be glitchy. There's nothing we can do about it because it's got bugs. It's fairly new, and they're working with it. They're trying their darndest to keep it up and running. And as they update it, I think it's getting better. What I think about Periscope is every time they did an update, it seemed like it got worse. I don't know what it was, but for every update, it seemed like there was another problem that arose, and it made it worse. And I didn't know why. And somebody said they just updated it the other day, and I thought, well, what are they updating it for? They're going to be quitting in March. I don't understand that. But but it seemed like the more they updated it, the worse the app became, and I don't understand that at all. It shouldn't have been that bad, but it was. It was very, very bad. Um, Now, that being said, I do like Periscope. I always have liked Periscope, but now that Haps is here, I like it much. I like Haps much better. I like this platform because you get a lot better quality of people in here. Oh, you get trolls. We still get trolls. They're going to be everywhere you go. They're here, but it seems like on Haps they're taking full control of them, and they're getting them out of this platform more than they did on Periscope. The trolls run rampant on Periscope, and they never could get rid of them. And they never tried, I don't think. But here they kind of keep them down, and we report the ones that we see in the broadcast. We comment back, and we comment spam, and we report it, and they take care of it immediately. I had one that was terrorizing me on YouTube, came into Randy's broadcast and was pretending to be me. I reported that person, and I told Peter about it. I emailed him, and he got rid of him. Has not been on it. But I found out the other day why he was coming into Periscope, and he's coming in now into Haps. Why he came in there? Because he was following me on Twitter, and I did not know that. He had my name at the very beginning, and then add his name, and I'm thinking, well, that's not me. I mean, everybody knows it. So when I found that on Twitter, I blocked him immediately. So he no longer knows that I'm on or anything. He can't find me, or he can't terrorize me. So that's a good thing. So we keep these trolls and the everything else, the stalkers, at bay in here. And that's one thing I like about it. Another thing I like about it is the fact that we can broadcast and get awards and make money. Of course, you could with Periscope too, with Super Hearts, but you really had to work hard to get your Super Hearts, but you had to have so darn many Super Hearts before you could even cash out. I cashed out 3 times, and I'm still supposed to cash out now. But the problem of it is, if I cash out now, there's no cash out button, and I don't know how much I'm going to get because I got 69,000 hearts, and I don't know how many I'm going to. But anyway, I'm just kind of letting it go because I'm in here now. You have to have 200 to cash out here. Well, I've got 70 between December and January, and after this month, well, it'll be added to the 70. I may have $100. I'll have half my goal. So as I'm working on $50 right now, and once I get to 50, then it goes to 100 and 200. Now I'm not that being said, I'm not begging anybody for rewards. I'm not that way. If you want to give me awards, you'll give them to me.
Oh,
Who's
it's working, Karen.
who is this?
This is Damon.
Oh, it worked, Damon. Good to see you. Hi.
Yeah, too much. Sorry, I'm out in the sunshine walking, and we have to wear the
Okay.
mask. It's compulsory.
How did you finally get it working?
You had to go under the notifications. You know the bell sign, the bell symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Under there, they did come up on the top of the screen, and then I accidentally closed those, so I went up
Oh,
into the
I got ready
bell.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're out in
So
the sun. What's your temperature?
yeah, out in the sun. It's about 74.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll show you. Hang on,
Yes, I know you're
I'll
in
show
your
you.
summer. I know you're in your summer right now.
Yeah,
Awesome. That's beautiful.
it's a sunny
Very,
day.
very nice. Very sunny. That's nice.
Yeah, some of the houses.
So
The
you guys,
huh?
so you guys are completely on lockdown. So you
Yeah,
guys are completely on lockdown.
pretty much. Yep. So I'm
Are
just
you
going.
able to go get? Are you able to get groceries at all, or you have to have them delivered?
Yeah, we can go shopping. We can go groceries but all the restaurants, all that, it's all closed. But I'm going to KFC now. But you can't eat in there. You've got to eat outside.
Oh, you got KFC there. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to go to KFC all the time until I stopped eating the chicken. But I used to go to KFC a lot too. They got real good
Oh,
chicken there. I'll say that.
see these houses here? They used to be old Australian houses, but they were all bought up by Chinese, and they demolished them and they built up these big mansions.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they was all Australian style before, and they buy them up, knock
Mhm.
them down, and they put up these like French provincial style things there as well.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so they've got some money.
Right.
There's some
So
people walking there in the street.
are
I
houses
think it's
are houses really expensive there?
they are here. Yeah, they used to be cheap like 20, 30 years ago, but but since a lot of the Chinese immigrants came in, it's really pushed the prices up,
Oh, I bet. Oh my goodness. That.
and it's become unaffordable for unaffordable for everyday Australians.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So yeah, but you're in a capital city here. I mean, it's just in the suburbs, but it's the second biggest city, so the prices are high. You know, it's the second largest city in
You're
Australia.
you're
So, but I don't like it in the
in
down.
Melbourne.
I like, yeah, I like it out in the suburbs,
Oh,
but I wouldn't live like in the downtown or anything like that. Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, there's always new houses. It's just like anywhere, I guess.
Right. Well, here we don't have to wear masks out when we walk, which and some people do, but I don't because I really don't encounter anybody when I'm out walking. But I can understand there in Australia that you have to do that because you guys are on that lockdown. So you're going to have real strict rules.
Well, the lockdown's only hit. We were out of lockdown, and then it started again on Friday, and it's supposed to be for a week strict lockdown, and it's only here in this state. So
Uh-huh.
it's just supposed to go till Friday. It's supposed to go till Friday, but they might
Uh-huh.
extend it. This is like a
Wow.
prunus tree.
I guess there isn't much you can do about it, though. You know, you may not like it, but not much at all.
Yeah, that's right. So I mean, for me, actually, I because the crime rate goes down a lot. Everyone's under control, so it does have positives as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, so you have a lot of crime there?
So it's not as if it's all and in the big cities, yeah, just like anywhere, there's more crime in the big cities, but it's pretty low compared to United States or most places. It would be fairly low,
Yeah.
but there's still crimes and stuff.
Yeah, we get a lot.
But it's not like yeah, you would there. It's not like Japan or somewhere where it's safe. It's dangerous. Like you wouldn't walk around here at night time and stuff.
Right. Right. Oh no, no. What time is it there now
So it's 1:15 Monday afternoon.
in the after? You're a Monday afternoon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's time. It's hard. It's fun to talk to people from other places and see where you're from. You know, because you know the time. So it's a big differential.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So yeah, I'm almost at the main shopping area at my local mall. So if you hang on another few minutes, I'll be there.
Okay, no, I'm gonna hang on it. I'm gonna hang on, Dave. I'm hanging on. At least my going up. It's 4:18 now. Not for that's all reactions and stuff too, but it's 4:18, which is good.
Aha, that's good. Because here we've got the tennis on. The Australian Open tennis was going to be cancelled because of the pandemic, of course, but then the state government decided to put it on. So all the tennis players had to go in 2 weeks quarantine, and a few of them had COVID, so spread
Oh
through
no.
the hotels, and um, someone had a nebulizer on. Do you know what they are? It's like a big vaporizer kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
in the, you know, there's medical, it's a medical device, and makes steam, and they had COVID, and it spread all down the corridor of the hotel. So,
Wow.
so last week was like about 20 people suddenly got COVID again. So had to
Goodness.
go back into lockdown, and now it's gone up to like 100 in a couple 2 days or something.
Man.
So they put us, and people have been complaining, look, we don't want the tennis, we want to have stuff open. But the
Right.
government said,
So
no, you got to have it. They said they don't do it. They gave some excuse saying it'll move to Sydney or overseas or somewhere, so they still put it on, but it's caused everyone to go back in lockdown.
are your
So
schools are your schools open there?
no, they're all closed since this all closed this week. They were open last week, and they've
Oh,
reclosed
so
again.
they locked them down too. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just here in Victoria State, and but the rest of Australia is open. But for some reason, we always get it bad here. But I
Yeah.
reckon the sun, it was gone like in December, but now because it's February, sun's something to do with the sunshine. I reckon the sun heals it, because now the sun's not as strong as what it was in December, because next month is fall, and I reckon it's already starting to come back,
Right. Right.
because the nights are already starting to get longer, and it's cooling down at night, and it's already starting to reappear. Because we had it like
Right.
in July, we had nearly 1,000 people die here in this city, mainly in the nursing homes, and it was really bad, like in the middle of winter. So I reckon it is a winter thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow. That's a lot of people.
yeah, that's right. They're 1,000. It got out of control in the nursing homes.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's a
February
church.
1st. That's where a lot of it's going to be happening. There's hospitals and stuff.
There's a church here. I think
Now,
it's
or do you run into people that don't want to wear a mask? That always fight and say,
yeah.
I've got a medical condition.
Yep, you still get that here. There's a church here. I'd say I think it's a Uniting Church.
Mm-hmm.
They've got like a shepherd's thing up there on the roof.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow. Awesome.
So yeah, so but the wall's just here, just at the end of this sidewalk.
Right.
Yeah, so but compared to everywhere else, I mean, we've been really lucky. And the thing is, in Australia, fairly low population density, so there's lots of space between everyone, so it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't spread. Whereas in like Europe, everyone's on top of each other, you know, so they can't get away from it.
Right. Right.
Whereas here, plenty of space, and they've been lucky that way, but people haven't been getting it.
Oh.
But like if you're in the UK, England, you can't get away from it, you know.
Right. Right. Mm.
So we've been really blessed like that way.
Right. Right.
It's
Are
good
your
exercise.
food, are your food prices high?
Yeah, they're fairly pretty high, not too bad. Like seasonal stuff is cheaper, but also like when it's not in season, it costs more. And also like in winter, say we'll get cherries from America, from your area, and they'll be pretty high. Like you can buy them in the middle of like, can you get cherries and stuff in your winter, like strawberries and stuff?
Um, they're seasonal as well here. You basically come out again when they're out.
See, like, because yeah, they export. Like, I think Australia exports stuff like that in the off season, when it's in season here. But then you're going to pay premium
Oh
prices
yeah,
for stuff. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. They sock you, don't they?
these are the yeah, that's right. These are the eucalyptus. The koalas live in them, but I haven't seen any around here.
Love koalas are so cute.
Yeah,
I love. They're just adorable.
there's a lot of we got a lot of possums around here. They're out of control. They're native. Like you can't get rid of them, but you walk around as soon as sunset, and
Mhm.
they're everywhere.
Oh yeah. Now
I can,
I
possum.
have possums here, but in Indiana, where I was born and raised, we had a lot of possums. They come out at night, go out your door, and you'd just see these eyes glaring at you. There'd be a possum. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've got the opossums. They're a bit different. We got ours don't have an
You know,
O on the front of it. It's called just a possum. They're actually a ringtail possum, and their tail, they grab onto everything with their tail.
there
They swing
was,
around like.
oh gosh, was it about a year or two ago, a couple of years ago? I'd sometimes keep my door open at night just to get a little air in here. Well, I heard something in my kitchen and I didn't know what it was. As I was sitting in the living room, I went out in the kitchen and there was a possum in my kitchen, and I didn't want to fight that. Oh Lord, what am I going to do? So I grabbed the broom and I started to chase it out the door. I didn't want to hurt it or anything, and I wanted to get it out the door. It was just a small one, but I said, "Gotta get this thing out the door." Oh man, my dogs! I didn't want to hurt my dogs either. Oh, at first, there.
Yeah, the possums.
Oh, that's a long tail. And I said, "No, that's not a ferret. That's a possum." Oh my goodness. Oh, no harm.
Yeah, the possums here. Yep, they kind of they're okay, but they have diseases and stuff. And if the mosquitoes bite them, then the mosquito bites you. You can get like
Oh
it's like
yeah.
a ulcer
Right.
thing that eats your flesh.
Oh my
So
goodness.
this is a gymnasium.
Right.
There's a gymnasium here that's closed because of lockdown, and you've got an Audi here. There's a Kmart.
Oh, you have Kmart there because our Kmart's here are closed. They went
Yeah,
a long time ago.
yeah, but apparently the Australian Kmart, it's got nothing to do with the American one.
Oh, it doesn't. I
No,
I
it's
I think the reason it went out of business here is because Walmart kind of put Kmart out of business because Walmart has been around a long time. So was Kmart, but it just seemed like it just couldn't survive.
yeah. So we don't have Walmart here. We've got Costco.
Oh,
We've got
yeah.
um, Kmart. There's no Walmart. We have our own thing. We just have like Woolworths, Coles, but it's not the American Woolworths that used to exist. And have Audi is, and we have like the IGAs, the private
Right. Right. Right.
independents.
Mm-hmm.
This is my local mall here, and see if we can go in there. It's only a small mall, but they've got everything that I need.
Well, that's cool.
There's like there's like a cafe here that's closed. See, they got everything. You can't sit outside. It's all sealed off. Like there's no outside dining anymore even.
Yeah, makes it hard when the
So
restaurants here, all they have is takeout. You can't sit inside the restaurant. You just order your food and take it home. And that's
that's
sad
right.
because I like
That's
to sit
right.
down and can't do it now. COVID messed
The
everything up.
pharmacy, the drug, the, the, drug, the, drug, the, drug, the, 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 KFC, but Kmart's, because someone in here had COVID in the Kmart, and they closed it 3 weeks ago.
Oh. Did that person know they had COVID when they went in there?
Or 2 weeks ago. So that's all closed. They
did that
went in
person
there
that went
and
in,
so it's closed.
did
It's
they
all
know
been
they had
closed
COVID when they
now.
went in there?
I,
They should have known better when they had COVID. Shouldn't have gone in there at all. What's the matter with them?
they probably don't like me filming in here. But I think the food area is like a food court up there.
That's awesome. Unlike the other places, No.
No, they didn't. They didn't know. So that's like one of the things. They were 2 or 3 weeks always coming up negative. Then they flew test today and a COVID test. Players have to, and he was playing tennis with the. So see, this is all shut down. It's all been sealed off. That's like the food.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of
court
things
there.
shut down. That's unfortunate. A lot of places, when COVID hit, the small businesses, they lost their businesses and they'll never make it, they'll never come back, and that's unfortunate. Oops. Think about it.
So I think they're still open for takeaway. They're still open for takeaway stuff. You can take it out. Yeah, the previous this is it's like a Vietnamese thing. There's like an Australian thing up there, but yeah. So, but when we had the lockdown in July, August, September, these all closed because it's only for a week this time. But then we've got the Audi, and then you've got the Audi's up here, which is across there. I'm going to go there. So what about can you still eat in the plate restaurants there, or only outdoor eating? Oh, I lost the signal, have I?
Look at those vegetables.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I lost the
so.
signal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll stay outside. I'm just going to walk across the road anyway to get lunch at a KFC. I'm just going to get a twister, nothing much, because I don't eat much meat either. But seeing I'm here, I may as well just get like a twister. But I've got to cross this busy road up here. So there's mostly people out just doing groceries.
Right.
There's a liquor store, a supermarket, that's a Coles, and 7-Eleven, just the same as anywhere,
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's interesting, interesting to see a few. Fuel is 127 cents, 128 cents a litre.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't convert that. I think there's about, is there 5 liters in a gallon?
I'm not really sure, Damon. Could possibly be. I don't know.
Uh-huh. I gotta go to the pedestrian crossing. There's a Shell gas station up there. We call them.
Is that per liter? Is that per liter?
Yeah, per liter. Yeah.
Pretty high.
Hang on, my hat just fell off.
Well, it's kind of interesting seeing you walk around.
Yeah, hang on, I can't quite hear because of the traffic. See, that person is supposed to stop. Yeah.
It's interesting seeing you walk around the streets of Australia. I've never been. It's awesome.
Oh no, so there's lights. There's lights here.
Watch the pop.
Yeah, that's right.
Watch
We're
the
across.
where you live, Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah, hear those trucks. What's your population?
This is a really busy road, this one.
Okay. Lots of traffic. Let's see.
Yeah, this is a main arterial, and this road actually has the most accidents in the whole state.
Oh wow. Wow.
In like peak hour, it's totally congested here. This is light. This is nothing compared to what it is when it's not locked down.
Man. Yeah, there's always areas where they're worse than others. But for accidents, there's always going to be worse than others.
That's right. I think most of the accidents on this road are because of the congestion. Normally, it's just like bumper to bumper.
Yeah, that could be.
Every morning and every evening. It's like for probably about 5 hours or 6 hours a day, it can be bumper to bumper.
So, with you being
So the lockdown,
you can't
yeah,
go to
it's
work
kind of
either?
good. That's right. The air's a lot fresher. The air's a lot fresher and stuff
Right.
than what it normally is. So that's a good. I've been working from home anyway, so.
Oh, good.
So we were at KFC.
Okay. Because I wondered if it's locked down if you could go to work, but so that's the one you'll at home. That doesn't matter.
That's right. Yeah. So because they actually all the offices have and in the downtown and stuff, all the offices have been closed since July. They've had 25% of staff have been allowed to go back, but other than that, if you're in an office, you've got to work at home if you can.
Right. Well, that makes sense. You can set your own hours then too.
That's right. That's
You
right.
You save.
All right. Well, I'm going to go in and get lunch now.
Dave.
So if you want to go.
Thank you for.
No worries. It was good for the chat.
Yeah, it's been
That's
good
right.
too. That's awesome.
That was good fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. See you.
That again sometime. Bye-bye. There. To remove them off. See if I can remove them off. See if I can go. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Well, that was there we go. I removed him. So does anybody else want to come up and chat? Well, I'm gonna be on for a few more minutes yet, and then I'll get off. But that was quite interesting to see, where he's at there in Australia. I don't see the comments moving anymore, so I don't know if anybody's still in here or not. But please let me know that you're in here and that you're going to support me, because we all could use support, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Thankful for the awards I get. I'm just thankful that you're here for me. So if you so I think what I'm going to do is I probably close this up now. I'll come on tomorrow night probably and try to play my clarinet or my keyboard for you and try to get my challenge, unless they gave it to me now. So hope you all have a great and marvelous night, day, or wherever you might be. Take care. God bless, and bye bye.